Hi, my name is Mrs. George. This is my first grade classroom management plan. My rules and procedures will be following this slide. I wanted to put this slide first because I feel it's important that once the rules and the procedures are established, they have to be revisited. Anytime after a long break, whether it's a 3-day weekend, 4-day weekend, or even Christmas break, these rules are going to have to be reiterated and revisited with the students because they're at home doing we don't even know what, and they're going to forget some things and they're going to forget where they are and think that whatever they were doing at home is going to work at school. And we have to make sure that's not the case and they know that. Starting with my classroom rules, I know we needed to keep them simple according to the text. And so I just have a couple here for my students. And the most important, I feel, is to do your best. Regardless of what's going on, what are we assigned to do, you need to do your best, always. Keep your hands and your feet to yourselves. Listen to the teacher, of course. Just the basics. And I think these rules are important because they not only keep people safe, but they ensure that students are learning. Keep yourself away from other people's space. Don't touch other people's things. Stuff like that helps the classroom run smoothly. In the text, it talked about a social pledge. At my current campus, we have what's called a social contract, and it works for the most part. And so I would like to implement a social contract. And what we'll do is we will, as a class, we will create our social contract. I will ask the students, what do you feel we need to say or do to ensure that everybody respects one another, to make sure we're kind to one another, to make sure we're not mean to one another? Because again, these are first graders, and so we have to talk on a level that they understand. And so we'll come up with these different ideas after we come up with be kind to our friends, or make sure we don't hit each other. Whatever rules and things that they come up with, we're going to put this on a anchor chart size paper, and then each student is going to sign this paper, acknowledging that I agree that we're going to treat the teacher with this respect. We're going to treat any other adult that comes in this class with respect, and according to this social contract, as well as myself and our friends. And so it's not only just for the teacher and the students, it's for anyone that comes into the classroom. And so social contract would be my choice for our pledge. By the time of the day. So I have the beginning of class first, because, if things are going to run smoothly, you have to have a plan. And so that's why I have a beginning of class procedures. My students' book bags will be in the hallway. They know to knock on the door if I'm not already standing at the door. Come in, take your chair down, get whatever morning work that I have on my desk, and you get to work. I believe in routine. You should know what to do. I shouldn't have to tell you every single step of the day. We built that routine from day one. We have whole class procedures, which is how we are supposed to act when everybody's in the classroom. Raise your hand, be kind, and listen to others when speaking. Then independent work, it's a learning environment. And so people are going to need to learn, and they're going to need to have some peace and quiet to think. Of course, you have to have hallway procedures. If a school is having everybody talk in the hall, it's going to be loud and chaotic. End of day procedures to make sure everybody gets where they need to be safely and in a timely manner. I included my classroom consequences as well as rewards, because we know that there are always going to be consequences as well as rewards. I have a few gestures and symbols that I will use. My favorite is the shush. Like, everybody knows that symbol. Let's do what we have to do. I shouldn't have to say anything for you to be quiet. I can put my finger over my lips and you know to be quiet. I also included my classroom map just because the way that the classroom is set up makes a big difference. I need to be able to see all the children at all times. I need to be able to know what's going on in my classroom because I'm the one that's responsible for these children in my class. And lastly, I have together we can have a great school year. And that's what I would say to my children on the first day of school and probably every day of school, because it takes all of us working together, behavior wise, as well as when it comes to learning. I can't learn for them. And so they have to understand that they're here to learn. We're going to have a good time, but we have to learn most importantly, first and foremost. Thank you.